Yesterday, I showed you how to install Hermes Agent on your Windows-based machine using an OpenAI subscription. And today, I'm going to show you 3 hidden features. And number 3 is honestly my favorite. So without further ado, let's build. All right, so as you can see here on the screen, I have the fresh Ubuntu terminal open. Now, to enable the first one, which is a built-in dashboard that does, if you notice yesterday's demo, we get sent to the Hermes terminal user interface within our Ubuntu app on Windows, right? But there is a Hermes dashboard that by default is not enabled. So what you want to do is type in Hermes Dashboard, and it's going to get to work enabling it. As you can see here on the right-hand side, I already have this local host with the port 9119 set. And as you can see here, I mean, look at the logs. We are also going to control out of that. So as you can see, once I essentially end that session, it ends the dashboard. So how do we solve this, right? Well, the solution here is just talking to your agent. So we're going to spin up Hermes and we're going to tell them, I'd like to enable the Hermes dashboard and would like it to always start up with Ubuntu. It should always run in the background. Right? I wanted to show you the way that the docs tell you to set it up. And I wanted to close out of that session to show you that it doesn't stay active. You have to actually communicate with your agent to have it stay active 24/7 as long as your Ubuntu machine is online. And the best way to do that, talk to your agent. All right, as you can see here, it's done. The Hermes dashboard is now enabled as a system D user service and it's running in the background. So one thing we also want to do is I'd like to authenticate Claude Code in the CLI so that subagents can benefit from our Claude subscription. Instead of me giving you a master prompt, I'm showing you the step-by-step it takes to, this is the second hidden feature that, yes, you'll discover that it's in the docs. Yes, you'll discover it's in the dashboard, but you still need to go through the process of authenticating your Claude subscription account and then creating that rule of operation when you do build out your team of agents and subagents, or rather profiles and subagents, to use Claude's Opus 4.7. This is a great workaround to not having your primary agent set with your Claude subscription. We can still log into our Claude Code in the CLI via OAuth, not waste API tokens, use our monthly subscription. It's pretty slick. And this is the best approach to take. You just start off in the TUI. You say, I'd like to authenticate Claude Code in the CLI so that subagents can benefit from our Claude subscription. And it's going to get to work. And it's going to get to a point here where we're going to open up a new tab and we're going to have to log in, authenticate, and possibly paste an authorization code. Let's see. Yep, it's waiting for a code. So let's see here. I want to grab this. And we're just going to paste that link. And this is where we log in. So go ahead and log in. We have this set up based off of yesterday's demo, right? This is a segregated machine. It's got its own VM. It's got its own installation of Ubuntu. So chances are you will need to go through this process. However, if you've installed Hermes on your default, your daily driver, and you already have Claude Code authenticated in the CLI, you're already using it on a daily basis, chances are you might not need to take this step. This is just how to set it up based off of the environment that we configured for this Hermes demo. All right, Claude finished successfully. Claude OK. Awesome. Please note, anytime you delegate work to engineering team, we want to use Claude CLI when relevant to front end, UI, UX, and research. For backend and security, let's use Codex GPT 5.5. So this is also setting a rule for backend and security related tasks. Use Codex GPT-5.5, that's an industry standard. And then anything front end, UX, research driven, use Opus 4.7. For Claude, make sure to use Opus 4.7. So that's one note I forgot to mention in that first prompt. All right, so now there's 2 hidden features that you didn't know about. The third one is my favorite. Now, if you want to do it manually, you would type in Hermes Dashboard --TUI, right? But I'm just going to send that here in chat. Let's enable the TUI chat in the dashboard, please. And as you're going to see here in a moment, it's going to do this rather quickly. We're going to allow for this session, and I'm going to preemptively go into our dashboard. We're going to go full screen and scroll up, and there it is. Look at our terminal user interface in our Hermes Agent dashboard. It is so slick. Wow, this is slick. Hermes has, and look at how fast it is. It is insane. Love it. There's a Hermes update, so 104 commits behind. I mean, listen, I find myself loving the Hermes Agent dashboard more and more and more. Now, I'm not going to talk about the Kanban board today, right? Today was just 3 quick things that you could do to improve your experience within your Hermes Agent dashboard. I hope you found some value in today's video. Drop a comment below. Let me know, what do you want to see next? Do you want to see me build out a project manager team when it comes to digital SaaS products, where we actually build out an engineering team, we build out a marketing team, we bring it all together? Let me know you're interested in that type of content. Now, I'm not an AI expert. I'm building in public and sharing what actually works. If you'd like to see me make a particular video around a specific topic, drop a comment below. Let me know who you are, what you do, who your target audience is, and what your question is, and I will add a video to my queue, custom tailored just for you. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. My name is Marcelo. This is Clearmud, and clarity matters.